Ladies and gentlemen, it is another great opportunity to come before you with another explosive episode of SayItAll. As like I always say, behind every successful episode of SayItAll, there is a handsome or a beautiful guest. Today we have a handsome person in the studio, which we're going to be talking about something that is prevalent in our societies, talking about drugs. Drugs is something that is killing a lot of our young youth, talking about a lot of people in the society, not just young youth, but a lot of people in the society, the level in which we have normalized depravity is just too much. And today I have with me a very special guest. I have with somebody that we're going to be talking about all these things, and then we'll look for a solution. Yeah, that is what we do, right? We provide solutions to problems, right? Here on SayItAll, my name is Emmy Akura, and introducing my guest, I have with me JT, what pure mess. All right, nice meeting you. Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers out there?
Okay. Hi, people. My name is Jabulani Jali, as known as JT Pure Mess.
All right, JT. So what do you do?
I do music.
You do music?
I do music. I'm a piano.
Oh, you play piano. Oh, wow, I like that a lot. And that's music for me, man. To me, that is music because when you just deep playing your spirit just takes over. You go deep into that. Exactly. Okay, so for how long have you been doing that now?
Oh, industry.
Yeah.
Oh, I started doing a pop long time ago. Still, I was in school. 2009.
2009?
Yeah.
That's a long time, man. That's a long time. I went into the media industry in 2005. So, I've been there for a while now. 2005. 2005 was just when I was getting out of school.
Yeah.
Then, but I started fully in 2008. Yeah. Because that was when I joined the movie industry to start pushing and try to practice what I learned then. So I'm glad. I always feel excited whenever I see people that were doing similar stuff. Yeah. So how have the journey been for you so far?
Difficult. I don't wanna lie. It's difficult. Into engisho ngabatshela abantu emakhaya ukuthi especially the young ones stay at school, because you can't just say you have a talent to do something at the same time you nganayo indlela okuyenza.
Oh wow.
You need people to guide you to do all this.
I like that.
I'm okay, I'm sorry.
No, I like that. Go ahead.
Since I started music, there was nobody was helping me. Recording, it's costing. Traveling, it's costing. Nobody gonna book you. You can do a dope music, nice music.
And nobody pay attention.
Yeah, nobody can pay attention if you don't have someone who's gonna push you.
One of the reasons why my team and I came up with the idea of SayItAll doing this show is the fact that we've discovered that in the society in which we live, when it comes to the mainstream media, they've neglected a lot of us. They don't consider the people who are coming out, who are struggling out there. Like you say now, when you make dope music, a lot of people don't pay attention to it because you're not the Casper Nyovest, you're not the AKA, you're not all these guys. So people don't pay attention. But by the time you made it, that is everybody want to come to you now. Be like, TJ, when are you free?
He's my cousin, he's my friend.
How can we book you?
From school, all those things. You see, ngicala ukwenza music mina. Ngiwenze nginabantu vele bekhona bengibazi bewenza abangasekhaya fana no Danger we Big Naz. Big Naz ngaleso sikhathi beyidumile. It was a famous group in Durban, all over South Africa. Big Naz. That guy was my neighborhood. La bengihlala khona. But akazange ngisize. But now sengejozi sekuqala izinto ngathi ziyakhuphuka, sengithola ama inbox ebantwini abaningi abadumile nabanye sebeyafisa manje ukusondela kimi abafuna ukuzwa ukuthi what is my story, what I want to share. So nje yonke lonto leyo.
You see, I understand. The thing is, what you're saying right now resonates with me a lot because the thing is, I have a lot of people that we started a journey together.
Yeah.
Some we grew up together and we started doing a lot of things, and some people will look down on you at some point because they feel that you're not there.
Yeah.
And now when they're there, they don't even remember you anymore. You can even say hello now. They will think, this one is here to beg. They don't know that you're also holding your side. You're doing, so
once you say hi,
then
they
will ghost you.
You are a hater.
All right, we're going to talk about something very important.
Yeah.
We're talking about drugs.
Yeah, drugs.
And you and I can agree to some extent about drugs. That
Yeah.
drugs is something that is destroying our communities.
Too much dog.
So what knowledge do you have about this topic?
Okay. The reason why I choose drugs or this topic about drugs, I know people at work, where I work. I know people, my friends, and the community. I see people to the clubs. Since I'm a musician, I go everywhere. I met abantu abaningi abehlukene. Ubona abantu ukuthi bayitshela ukuthi i-drug into nje yokuthi ikwenza ube hyper, ekugcineni ayikwenzi kanjalo. Ekugcineni you end up on the street. Sinabonya umpezi abantu abahlala emgaqweni because of that. Ama-drugs. I know someone, this person ungitshelile ukuthi ngikhulume ngaye. I'm working with him. Actually, he's the owner of the company. He went to a rehab twice. He was paying about 150,000
to stay there.
Twice. He tried to quit, but he couldn't.
I sometimes feel sorry for a lot of us and a lot of people, and some people don't understand. Exactly. It's only those who have people who are going through similar situations that will understand what you're talking about right now. Exactly. We have a lot of kids in our communities that are on the street, sleeping on the street as a result of taking drugs. Exactly. Then you also have a lot of people who make a living selling drugs to these people who are dying. You understand what I'm saying? It's very painful. It's very painful in the sense that when you see situations like that, and you look at it, you ask yourself that, what can we do? What can we do? Because campaigns alone is not going to help. It's like somebody who's addicted to alcohol. You cannot come and say to that person, stop drinking. It's going to be difficult. Exactly. Because there are campaigns that people are doing, a lot of campaigns here. Stop drugs, say no to this, but
exactly.
What are you doing? There are feasible solutions. You have to be on the ground for you to make sure. Because the thing is, if you're a musician, and I'm a musician, and we're relating, you will understand what I'm saying. And we will be speaking the same language. But if you have never been in that situation, everything you're speaking will be strange to me. So we understand we're speaking as people who have friends who have seen people who are dying because of drugs. Exactly. All right, we'll be coming back after the short break. We'll continue with the topic, right? And to the beautiful viewers out there, I'm staying with my handsome guest talking about drugs, what drugs is doing in our communities. And we spoke a little about his music, his background, what he's doing, and he was able to elucidate a lot about himself, the people that he grew up with that are doing wonderful things in the industry, So when we come back, we'll finish the topic up. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Like I said, I'm staying with the handsome guest. We're talking about drugs, how the prevalence of drugs in our communities. And like I said, a lot of us have normalized depravity. We see these things going wrong, but we don't care about it because we feel what? It's life. That is how life should be. And people continue to live. But then we're losing a lot of people to these things. So TJ, you are in the music industry, right? And you say you play a lot, you go everywhere. Do you think some of these artists that their performance is being enhanced because of drugs?
Sure.
Because of what they take?
Most of them.
Wow.
Okay, why I'm saying this? Why I say most of them? I think there's too much pressure
for them to impress.
Exactly. In the industry. Uthola ukuthi umuntu unemisebenzi eminingi eyedwa. So akakwazi ukuhandlisha each and everything same time. Abalala abantu abaningi moy artist awulali. You recorder, you are performer, you know my interviews.
You're thinking about your money.
Exactly.
Everything.
In different province. You're gonna go to Durban 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They need you in Joburg. I think
It's
the
too
reason why some of them they're using that because of that pressure.
Wow, you see this thing you're saying is so true, and it's so true because I was asking myself that how are some of these people coping? Because they book you, like you say, they book you in Durban today, they book you in Johannesburg, you're in Bloemfontein, you're in Cape Town,
Exactly.
you know, you are different places, and then on top of that, you also have to take care of your own personal business.
Exactly.
Your personal life comes. So I was
Yeah.
asking myself, how are these people handling some of these things? You know,
Yo, it's difficult. I
It
don't wanna
is.
lie.
It
It's
is.
difficult.
It is.
I say I'm just saying I'm using drugs.
No, yeah,
I'm not using drugs.
I understand.
But I'm just talking. I'm just talking
From somebody who have the experience of seeing people do it.
I saw people doing this thing. I know people doing that. I met celebrities, different celebrities, each and every day. I met them. So we talk. Some of them basitshela ukuthi hey ungenzi kanje indlela eright ukuthi wenze yenza kanje. So ngathini kunzima kona. It's hard, it's difficult, I don't wanna lie, but like idinga umuntu strong. If you know your story,
You know, you're serious, stick with it and
pray. Jesus is
so
the way.
let's digress a little bit. No, not digress from the topic, but let's just look at the solution part of it.
Yeah.
For us to proffer solutions to a lot of people, what do you think we can do, or these people need to do for them to, you know, stay away from drugs?
Artists or
Everyone.
Okay.
Look, like I said, if you walk, like if you go to Joburg now, you see on the street, you see a lot of kids are dying, taking help, taking a lot of things, whatever it is that they can come up with. What do you think we can do to help these people or advise them?
I think into engayisho ukuqala nje ugovernment wethu. Government wethu community esihlala kuyona akakwazi ukusinakekela ngendlela emele usinakekela ngayo. Ingane eziningi azinalutho, azenzi lutho. They don't have jobs. They don't go to school. Some of them.
Yeah.
You know? Abanazo izinto abazikhipha busy ngazo.
Yeah. When you're not busy, that is
if you're not busy, you end up doing things
a lot
that
of things.
a lot of things, you know. So
but you know one thing
I
also.
think if uhulumeni, the president angakwazi government wethu kusinika ama opportunities provide the youth indawo esihlala kuzona ngezinto ezizoba keep busy.
You see, I get everything you're saying and I agree with you. But let us also look at it from our own selves. Like you and I now are healthy, right?
Yeah.
We're living fine because we know the best thing to do for ourselves.
Exactly.
We're not taking drugs because we know it's not good for us.
Yeah.
So in as much as we're blaming the government, the government cannot be everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So if we as individuals are to take responsibility for how we live our lives, there are things that we need to do on ground. There is no job. Yes, I understand. I understand. But can we at least build ourselves to a point where we say, you know what, I'm not going to take drugs because I am desperate. I'm not going to take drugs because I don't have jobs. I am not going to take drugs because the government is not doing this to me. Can we at least do that as people?
Ngathi kuya ngokuthi umuntu uweyiphi situation. But mina ngokwami ngayitshela mina ukuthi no, I'm not gonna do drugs. I hate drugs.
You took that decision that you're not going to do it.
Exactly.
I took that decision. But how about somebody who's vulnerable to the situation? Look, we handle situations differently, right? You can say, me as TJ, I am fine. I'm not going to do drugs. I can say I'm not going to do drugs. Let me tell you something. Somebody was saying to me that we hear that a lot of Nigerians say drugs, right? No, listen to this. And I say, yes, you are saying that, right? But who is the person buying the drugs?
It's Ina.
If you and I can decide and agree, we are not going to buy drugs from these people, they'll be out of business. They won't supply it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's for us to take that conscious decision that you are not going to take drugs. You are also not going to take drugs. Let us not take drugs. Let us create a healthy society
Yeah, exactly.
that is free of drugs. What do you think?
Yeah, ngathini mina ukuyitshela kwakho ine-background yakho sometimes iyakhuluma i-background yakho la usuka khona, where you coming from, your background. Yeah. So like mangabe uyazazi ukuthi ufunani in life uzokwazi ukwenza into right. Yabo mina ngiyazi ukuthi where I'm from. I'm coming from rural areas in KZN. I know exactly myself. I know my mom. I know
everyone,
the background, the family, how we are back at home.
Yeah.
So like if ngizofika eGoli ngithi ngenza music, ngidwa amantombazane, utshwala, clubs, ubumnandi, entertainment. Then ngikhohle ukuthi ngisuka kuphi. Ngiphikane nama drugs. Angizo-achieve lutho. I will end up having nothing.
And your family will lose you for no
lose
reason.
me.
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't want to see myself on the street. I don't want to do that. You see, into engiyifisayo mina as ngiyi-artist eCosmo City, ngathi ngiyi-artist ngi-relevant futhi kakhulu eCosmo City. Manje ngisanda kufika eCosmo City, but into engiyibonayo ine-power yayo ukuthi ngizenze eCosmo City zinamandla, because a lot of people, they know me. I don't want to lie. They know me. So mina ngokwami ngifuna ukuvula ama-program amaningi eCosmo City. Once izinto zihamba kahle ngendlela engifuna ukuthi zihambe ngayo ku-music wami, ngicreate ama-opportunities for i-youth. Nginika i-youth la eCosmo City ine-talent kakhulu, but akekho umuntu oyinakile, nokuthi bayinake bonke bafuna ukuyicindezela. That is why i-youth eCosmo City ibamba inkunzi, i-youth eCosmo City ibhema into engacacile njena, yenza yonke lento, ibhema isancane, yenza ama-drugs, iyagqekeza. So mina ngifuna ukuyiqeda yonke lonto ngokwami mina. If i-youth I got a studio, my crew, I got Q-Tip, Kali V, the guys. So sine studio team. Into engifuna ukuyenza mina, ngifuna uku-invite i-youth e-studio sami. Okanye ngenze competition, ngenze i-show, ngenze competition ye-youth. Then ngimane ngishuze i-youth engiyibonayo ukuthi ine-talent, ngiyi-record for free. Then ngizama ukuyiphusha ngendlela engiyiphusha mina. Nenye i-youth izobona ukuthi okay, uSibani usi-right because of this. Angiyiyeke lento, nami ngijoyine bona. You know? Mina ngokwami ngicabanga ukuthi iCosmo City ingashintsha ku-youth lendlela yenza ngakhona if singabambisana sima entertainment, like senza entertainment eCosmo City abantu sibaningi sibambisane, sikwazi ukuthi share nolwazi, sinike i-youth i-chance ukuthi izikhombise na ku-music, izikhombise kwibhola, izikhombise to each and everything that
entertainment.
Yeah,
all right.
You know.
Thank you so much, my brother. I would like to say ngiyabonga.
Yeah, you can. Thank you. That's great.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you for giving us your time. You know,
thank you so much.
Wonderful experience.
It's a pleasure.
You know,
and like, thank you so much, guys, for giving me this time.
Yeah.
To be in your show. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No,
thank you.
We'll have you again. We'll have you back on the show again. I appreciate
you so much.
All right, and to the beautiful viewers out there, like I always say on the show, that behind every successful episode of this incredible show, we have a handsome guest or a beautiful guest. Today we have a handsome TJ who gave us the experience about music industry, talk about his own experiences and the things that he's doing for the community of Cosmo City. That is what we do. That's what I love what we do. You know, I love what I do because, you know, we bring people from the community in which we live, a community that a lot of people feel that nothing good is going to come out of it. Cosmo City, we're changing that narrative. We want to be the people that will say to you, know what, in this community, we have potentials. In this community, we have a lot of people who are doing amazing things. And you know how we're going to promote these people is by bringing you on the show. Do you want to be a guest on this show? I mean, you can hit us up, man. DM us. You come on this show and then you give us what you're doing. We're not charging you money to come on the show, so feel free. Come on this show and tell us what you do. Tell us how what you're doing is impacting the communities positively. That is what we want to hear. That is the news that we want to hear. And today you heard from me. We'll talk about drugs. Drugs is killing a lot of young people. It's killing a lot of people in our societies. How are we going to be able to, curb this pandemic? Pandemic is not only corona, guys. We have a lot of pandemics going on in our communities, and drug is one of them. How are we going to be able to solve that problem? Is by every one of us standing up and say, you know what, guys, we're not going to do drugs anymore. We're going to be able to help the people who are going through this journey, for them to have a smooth transition, I want to say thank you. We're not doing this ourselves. We're doing this because you guys who are watching and supporting us are there for us. I want to appreciate each and every one of you. My team, amazing team that I have. I want to say thank you to them and to the beautiful viewers out there. Until I come here, we're going to remain your lawyer host, Emmy Akura. Until you come here again. Bye-bye.
Bye.